Hey you guys, I'm Courtney and welcome to Book Talk. Today we'll be talking about As Simple as It Seems by Sarah Weeks. If you saw my Christmas break reads video, this was one of the books I picked and I will be discussing it today. And if you have not read this book, go read it because this book was better than I thought it was going to be and it was great. I love the plot. So go read the book and then come back and we'll discuss it together. So bye now, spoilers! Okay, so literally, when you get to the second chapter of this book, you're like, I felt like I was gonna cry. Because, let's just point out the things that she finds out in the second chapter. Number 1, she finds out she is adopted. Well, before I explain, her name's Verby Coulter. Her name's Verbena. But her nickname's Verby, so I'm just going to call her Verby because that's just easier to say. So, now I explain what she finds out in the second chapter. So, number 1, she finds out she's adopted. Number 2, she finds out her real mom is an alcoholic. Number 3, she finds out that her real dad is in jail. Number 4, she finds out she has a fetal alcohol syndrome because of her mom. And number 5, was there even a number 5? No, I think that's all it. Wait, hold up. No. Wait, yes, no. Just 4 things she finds out, but I mean, isn't that just great? Find out you're adopted and your mom was an alcoholic and your dad's in jail and you have this fetal alcohol syndrome because of your mom. That's great. And so, it's summertime. She's gonna go into the 6th grade. She had a horrible 5th grade year, so she wants to just be someone else. And she gets the chance with this boy named Pooch. That is his nickname. I say Pooch, but I'm not going to say it. But his real name is Robert, so I'm just going to call him Robert because that's just easier to say. And so, anyway, he moves into this house where this girl named Tracy Allen lived, and so she died because she drowned, and the family immediately moved away after that. And so he moves into there. So she's at Bonner's Lake looking at this boat, and he comes over and he's like, "Hey, they were talking about you at the office." She's like, "Oh, really?" He was like, "Yeah, you're the ghost of Tracy Allen, right?" What? Hold up. You believe in... Wait, hold on. You believe in ghosts? What? Well, I mean, she was wearing a white dress, and, like, it was kind of, like, teared up. But that doesn't mean she's a ghost. And guess what she says? Yes, I am the ghost of Tracy Allen. Okay. It was an interesting plot. And so, they have a fun adventure together, going to Bonner's Lake every day, going to fix a boat, trying to patch a hole, and they do, and they're trying to figure out a way to, like, float it, and one day he wants her to come over to his house, so she goes to her own house and puts some, like, normal clothes on and brings, like, some brownies, and when she comes over there, she tells Robert, she's like, I snuck over to that girl's... Wait, I float over to that girl's house and borrow some clothes and borrow her name. And so she says she's Verby Coulter, and she's really Verby Coulter, but he thinks she's the ghost of Tracy Allen. It was like such a confusing plot, but it was so good. And so then he ties a knot onto this tree, and so they're trying to get the boat to float. And so, all of a sudden, the knot gets loose, and they're, like, floating away, and they're, like, kind of trapped, and they cannot swim, so they're trapped on the boat. And so, she decides, well, I should just tell him now. So she tells him, but he doesn't believe her. Then she's like, yeah, my name is Verby Coulter. I am not the ghost of Tracy Allen. I am sorry. And he was like, you lied to me about everything? And then what she says after this, I wanted to like slap her in the face. This is what she says when he says that, after he says that. Well, you lied to me. Well, you lied to me too about being able to tie a knot, I said defensively. If you'd done it right, we wouldn't be in this mess. Because that's a great comeback. And he's like, and then it's where I was just like, oh, that's gonna hurt, chum. Then he says, I thought you were my friend. That's where you just like go, oh my gosh, oh, pain. Because that hurts. Because that when people say that, it's just like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad now. And so then he says, I'm sorry. But earlier in the book, he said, I'm sorry to her. I forgot what. And she said, well, sorry doesn't like cut it. And he was like, yeah, well, sorry doesn't help, remember? And I was just like, oh my gosh. It was so sad. I felt so bad for Robert. And so next they start to sing, which was odd. I was just like, really? And then, so he had a brownie in his pocket. The brownies she brought. And so, like, he had it in his pocket. And so, he eats it. And so he's coughing. She's like, what's wrong? Are you choking? And then he said, nuts. There must be nuts. And so he's allergic to nuts. He's like allergic to almost everything. And so he has this EpiPen, and she's trying to find out the name of it. She's like freaking out. And she's like screaming, help, help. She's like, please don't die, Pooch. I whispered, please don't die. I thought she said wait, this is what I thought she was going to say. Please don't die, Pooch. I love you. I don't know why I was just thinking that, but there's no, like I said, there's like there's no love thingy blah going on between them, which kind of sucks because they're like really close friends. But anyway, so what happens afterward? And then she finds the EpiPen, and there was hold on. She finds the EpiPen where like what helps him. Then she gets her mom, runs to like this band thing where her mom's playing the band, and so her dad, well, like her fake mom and her fake dad, they go like rescue Pooch, and her mom's just like, all we gotta do is pray. And anyway, hold on, what happened? And so at the end, he lives, and they become great friends. I have wonderful timings. And then they were talking about how she was was glad he didn't die. She was like, I never told you this, said Pooch, but when I found out you weren't really a ghost, even though I was mad, I was also really happy. I'm glad you didn't die either. And so it was really nice. And then 6th grade was a good year for her. And so it's just, and then the book's over. It was just really good. I loved it. This book was just my life. I loved it. This is a great book. It's only 181 pages, but I finished this on New Year's Eve, so this was the last book I finished of 2013. It was pretty awesome. And this is my first video of 2014, actually. Oh, that's so cool. But go read this book. It's awesome. I love it. And I don't know why, but I really wanted Robert and Verby to get together. Oh my gosh, I wanted it to happen so badly. But go read this book because it's amazing. And it's such a cool plot twist. You know, like this girl has a fetal alcohol syndrome. It was pretty cool. I don't know. But go read it because it's amazing. It's short. It has an interesting plot. It's awesome. Like this kid's like allergic to almost everything, and it's just really nice. And like look at the cover. It's just really pretty. I don't know why. Like it's just really nice. So go read it. And so I hope all you guys have a wonderful 2014. Yeah. I don't know. But it's beautiful. Every page is just goodness. It's depressing though. So if you don't like being depressed, maybe you shouldn't read it. But I think like a lot of books I read, they're so depressing. I'm so used to it. But go read this book. Let's go. Go. Go read it. Go read it. Go. Go and you'll like it. Maybe. I don't really know. But yeah. Bye you guys. Bye bye.